Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Wulver Blade on Nintendo Switch. I mean, eventually we'll check it out. There we go. Okay. Let's look at the options. Okay. Normal. Let's see. Checkpoint, save states, continue at any time. Arcade, 3 lives. 3 continues in the old school way. And then coming soon. I had to unlock that. Let's just do normal. Don't let the pieces of your fallen enemies go to waste. Caudadoc. Uranus. Genevieve. You know what? Why not? Yeah. That's how I feel in the mornings. Level 1. Caledonian Woodland. Some enemies can block your attacks. Try to get behind them or try to knock their shields out of their hands using dashing ram attack or your bash attack. Forward block. What am I playing? Mortal Kombat? What? The game is not over when the time runs out. Finishing before the timer reaches 0 will award you with extra points in your hunt for high scores. How about my hunt for when this game is going to start? My goodness. Britannia.
Our land speaks of many legends. Some are true, others less so. But there is one tale that has never been fully told. One tale still shrouded in mystery. And it began with the Knights. Romans. They claimed the land, but they could not tame its spirit. Queen Boudica had bloodied the nose of the great empire, and on her deathbed laid curse upon them. In retaliation, the 9th Legion marched north to confront the heathen horde once more. They had no idea what lay ahead of them. Caradoc, they called him. Strong in arm and stout of heart, he lived deep in the forests of Caledonia, away from the villages, the better to heed the call of the wild. 2 sons he had, and a wife as beautiful as she was true. His father had watched over the Highland tribes. Wulver, they called him, the man of the woods. A mantle Caradoc now grasped with both hands. When the northern tribes faced their direst need, Caradoc would be there to defend them, to unite them. For Caradoc bore a gift that even he was not aware of. And soon, the 9th Legion would discover its true power. Wulver Blade.
Caradoc! Brother, we need you! I am with you, brother! Die, you traitorous dogs!
Who are these cowards? I do not know their mark.
They are of the Dabiri tribe from the south.
Calgacus, my old friend. Good to see you still fighting.
I do not know what provoked them, though it seems we are not the only village to be attacked. Many have already moved on to strike elsewhere.
We must follow them. We'll help you put these fires out, my friend. You scout forward. We'll meet you at the northern ridge.
Our village is in your debt. I'll see if I can rally more swords.
Oh, it's that flash animation.
More are coming! Please help!
Arianwan's vision had foretold of the invasion, but not of fellow Britons turning on their own. These southern tribes now knelt before the Eagle of Rome, a treachery that could not go unpunished.
Can you please die slower?
I'll take your head!
Oh, it's a tornado. Okay.
Crawl back into the woods where you belong, wild one!
My girls can handle you. They're hungry.
Wolf call. Once per level, you can summon your wolf companions to your aid. Hold ZR and Y or B to call them. Your wolves will rush to your enemies and destroy them. Yay! Okay, executions. Enemies who are knocked down will sometimes be dazed. While an enemy is dazed, stand over them and press Y, and it will perform an execution. You will kill the enemy and gain a bonus to your rage. Have a sword, and I picked up a sword, okay. Rage. Build up your rage. You will gain rage by attacking enemies, picking up rage pouches and bottles, or by executing enemies. Once fully charged, press L to unleash your rage. Whilst in rage mode, you are invulnerable and your attacks are faster and more deadly. Use it wisely. Characters are so big. A while. There's a certain advantage to having your character be a little smaller, having larger playfield. sword? It's the same sword. The Leaf Blade. The Leaf Blade and weapons of the Britons. It is written that the ancient Britons wore little to no armor, and certain Roman writers have noted how they would often run into battle completely naked. This does feel like a little creative freedom by the authors, as the weather of northern Britain would argue otherwise. The swords that the Britons used were vastly different to their Roman counterparts. They often used shaped blades called leaf blades, and they usually had longer blades with short anamorphic hilts. The hilts were made of materials such as horn, bone, or wood. Some swords were reported to have lengths of up to 6 feet. What this did mean was that they were at a considerable disadvantage to the Romans in regards to striking speed. The Roman gladiators were shorter, tighter, and designed for quick stabbing motions, whereas Celtic swords were designed for larger swings and for more powerful strikes. When you consider Rome's battle tactics, this all makes sense. The Romans liked to get up close and personal, forcing their enemies right up into their shields and shield walls, and thus disabling the swords that require space to swing. The Romans would force forward with their shields and on the rebound would open their shield walls that stab quickly, and then at lightning speed bring their shield walls back up. The ancient Britons also used a variety of other weapons, including daggers, spears, axes, bows, and whatever else they could lay their hands on. While infantry was their main form of attack, the Britons were also known for their cavalry and chariots. The chariots caused problems for the Romans, as they didn't believe in the use of much cavalry, and countering the chariots was never easy. Note, this historical research conducted for Wulverblade was done by Michael Held, the game's creative director, over a 5-year period. Michael is highly passionate about ancient British history and made every effort to ensure that the information provided is accurate. Michael, nor any of the Wulverblade team, are qualified historians, so please do excuse any inaccuracies, if any, that you may find. Okay, wrote all that, then you're like, well, I don't really know if it's totally true, I'm sorry. Morgan's Fury. The gods have blessed the weapons with an aura of death, and it pulses with power. Flesh is ripped and bones shredded easily as the blade slashes through foes. Who could be worthy to carry such an weapon so unnaturally cursed? The Celts would create many different artifacts to their gods. One such artifact was a powerful weapon forged in Hibernia to the goddess Morgan. She represents the most terrifying aspects of warfare. Warriors through the ages had used the powerful blade to slaughter their enemies, and the sword seemed to become stronger with each death. This blessed sword has made its way to Britannia and into its warrior hands to be turned against the Romans. They would learn to fear the strange foreign goddess, as her blade gave its acolytes immense power and fury in battle. Who could stand against a goddess and her champion? Heavy attacks. You have picked up a heavy weapon. You will carry this weapon on your back and can use a heavy attack at any time by pushing X. The attacks can be combined with regular attacks to create longer attack chains. You can also perform a heavy attack slam by jumping and pushing X. Checkpoint. Stone markings, rock art. The ancient people of Britain used to carve intricate designs into stones around this great island. Sometimes on the stones within larger stone circles, sometimes on great monoliths, but other times just on seemingly random smaller stones found here and there. There is, generally speaking, a common theme amongst many of these carvings that include cups, rings, concentric circles, spirals, and in some cases mixed symbols and patterns. Nobody knows the meanings behind these carvings, or has ever deciphered any sort of code from them. Were they random? Did they have meaning? We just don't know. All we do know is that they may have had meaning at some point in the past, and they certainly still look beautiful today. No, there's another historical research. Well, yeah.
Time's up! Now die!
You'll need a bigger sword. I need this. How'd you get here? So you're the one leading these dogs up here. I'll put you down easy.
The Tabooties claim this land in the name of Rome! Kneel or die!
Rome! Those boys in their pretty little outfits have you doing their bidding. This'll be easier than I thought.
We'll see. Get 'em, boys! Die!
I think there's just some bad luck with Viking games. They're either really, really average or terrible. This kind of falls into the average category. I mean, there's nothing really terribly exciting about it, other than the producer did some, or one of the designers did some fairly large amount of research on Vikings. But I don't know. I can't see myself finishing this game. There's just nothing really special about it. But if you're craving for a beat 'em up, then I think your choice is kind of limited on the Switch right now. So this may be it, at least for a little while. Once again, this is audap for you watching Wulverblade. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.